guys, I'm Ray.
And I'm Jason.
And if you didn't see the end of last week's vlog, we are currently in Mackinac, but this is Straight State Park. Getting all the names right here. And I think we found the best spot we've ever been in. That is Mackinac Bridge. So I'm so excited to see it at night tonight. It is gonna be gorgeous. And then, like, I don't know if they planned this, but that fire pit, like, that view is just right at the bridge. So they did it right in between the tree lines. So I'm sure they did. We are very, very excited to explore this area. Michigan, you're doing it again. Like, we are technically in the Upper Peninsula once you cross that bridge. So we're pretty excited about it, and we're excited to see what's here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm starving, so we're gonna head into St. Ignace and see what kind of snacks we can get.
Yes. Oh, one quick thing, our batteries.
Oh yeah, so there are no hookups here, and we don't have solar, and you can't run a generator. So we're running only on our battery system. So that's another thing. We're gonna see how long we can go. We're
gonna be testing it out over the next couple nights and seeing how quickly or not so quickly they go down. Yep. Although we already started off pretty dumb because we forgot to turn the fridge off. So on our drive up here, where we were at 100% on our batteries because we had electrical at the old campsite, on our drive up here, the fridge drained our batteries down to 84%. So we're not starting off strong, people.
Yeah, it's one of the propane electric fridges, but now it doesn't auto switch since we have all electrical all the time.
Yep. So anyway, we'll keep you posted on the batteries, and we'll keep you posted on what there is to do around here. So we're gonna go explore a little bit. Okay, so we explored a little bit of the downtown area. Looks super fun, so we'll be back there tomorrow, probably on our bikes.
Pizza was absolutely delicious. That place was just really cool.
Yeah, I think we've said this last week, but everyone we've encountered so far in Michigan has just been so nice. It's ridiculous. Like, every single person.
The nicest state we've been to.
Yeah.
And we're from LA, so we're kind of used to people, like, kind of just being indifferent at best.
We ended up just grabbing dinner in town, and then we ran to the grocery store to get a couple things that we could cook with propane or that didn't require cooking at all, just for the couple days that we're here, so that way we don't have to use our microwave or anything that's gonna, like, drain the batteries faster. And after we put everything away, we are now going to just go on a quick bike ride and explore just, like, within the state park. We want to see what else is here and, you know, what's around, and then, you know, obviously go creep on other people's campsites.
Yeah,
you know.
And we're gonna explore using our e-bikes because they are the coolest thing. It's our new favorite thing to do.
I know, we're totally addicted to them. I'm so glad we got them this summer. So let's roll, let's ride. To the top of this overlook that the campground has, or the state park has, and it overlooks the Mackinac Bridge. I emphasize that because I realized I have been calling it the Mackinac Bridge last week's video and this week's video. But looking at this little plaque here, this bridge opened to traffic on November 1st, 1957, and it's longer than the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge, and like in the middle, the water depth is 2,000 feet deeper than it is in the San Francisco Bay. So we didn't know that. It's very interesting.
Yeah, and this is the longest suspension span in the world, according to this sign right here.
Yeah, the sign could be out of date, but we're gonna act like it's not.
Yeah.
But here's the bridge.
Well, today it started raining, so I don't think we're gonna head out to Mackinac Island.
Yeah, that was the plan, but then we were also torn because there's these waterfalls that I'm not even going to try and pronounce that we wanted to see, so we figured, all right, well, when the rain lets up, we'll just go take a drive and go see those. They are about an hour away from here. And then when we were looking up the drive, you found...
Well, we found Whitefish Point up there where the shipwreck museum is, and where the Edmund Fitzgerald wrecked, which everyone in Michigan has been telling us about the Edmund Fitzgerald, and we had never heard of it.
That's true.
And then also, it's not terribly far from the Soo Locks, which we've been told about. So we're gonna try to hit up all of the Upper Peninsula's wonders today.
Yes, and that's because when we leave, we're going to the West Peninsula, and it would just be a longer drive. So this is kind of like our one opportunity to even see those things. So it is an ambitious itinerary today, but we're gonna try and get through it.
Also, we wanted to give an update on the batteries, and they are doing great. Like we said, you know, we're still learning, so we left a light on, and of course we thought it was the least powered light, and after testing it was the one that took the most power.
Yeah,
so
not a big deal, like if we had solar and the batteries were recharging, but considering that we know this is like our only battery, we can't use the generator or anything, we felt a little silly doing that. So as of this morning, we are at 58%, and I keep trying to add in that 15% so I would know where we're actually at.
That 15% from the fridge
right,
on day
from
one.
when we left the fridge on.
Oops.
Anyway, so when we woke up this morning and we checked the batteries, we were at 60%. We ran the air purifier all night and we charged our phones. We didn't leave on any lights. And then when we ran the coffee maker, we went down to 58%. But then now when we just left, it's been maybe an hour since we ran the coffee, we're still sitting at, or we're at 57%.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. We are being very conservative, but again, that's just because we don't have like a backup. We do want to, when we get to a park and we have electrical, we were talking this morning, we think it'd be good to test them when we know we can recharge them and use more, living our normal lives, not being conservative with electricity, how fast that would drain them. But I think so far it's been good, and we're definitely going to make it through the rest of our time here on the battery life.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a base draw, it looks like, of about 6 amps, and I think that's the inverters. So if we don't want them on, and like we could turn them off, we don't need to use them, that would save us 6 amps, but then what's the point?
What's the point? We'll be living like we did before we even had our battery system.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at. Don't think it's too shabby, but I am very curious to see what it'll be like when we're just living our lives, not being conservative. So with that said, we're gonna hit the road, because as I said, we have a pretty ambitious itinerary today.
Starting route to Whitefish Point Light Station.
We've already started our afternoon of exploration on the right foot. The weather has changed its attitude, and it is now sunny. It's still only like low 60s, but at least it's sunny. So the first stop was Soo Locks, which is in Sault Ste. Clair.
Sault Ste. Marie.
Sault Ste. Marie. And those were fun to watch. It's actually federally run land. They didn't allow dogs, so Jason and I went in one at a time. But obviously, if you don't have pets, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, we got to see them raising the water to let a boat out into Lake Superior. It is one of the Soo Locks tour boats. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I guess the locks are built because Lake Superior and Lake Huron are at different levels. So it allows boats to easily traverse through there. So we saw a big freighter that was going into Lake Huron, but the water had already lowered. So
Yes. Yeah, but it was cool to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really fun. And then obviously what used to be there is rapids. So that's why they built that, to make it easier on the boats. So yeah, if you have time, it's a very cute little town. We ended up just grabbing some appetizers after at a little brewery right by the water. Definitely a fun little town and a great afternoon. Or, I mean, I would even love to spend a couple days up there, but that's not an option. So we've continued on and we are now, where?
Whitefish Point.
Okay.
So the other side of the bay from Sault Ste. Marie.
Okay. Yes, and there is a lighthouse up here. And is this where the shipwreck is?
Shipwreck Museum. Yeah, the shipwreck is, or the shipwrecked off the coast here, I believe. And we will find out exactly where once we go into the museum. Yeah,
this is a cute little area. I thought it was just going to be a lighthouse and maybe like a couple informational plaques, but there's like 6 buildings here, and some of them you can even stay in. So this could be a fun little weekend getaway if you're from Michigan and you've never been up here either. So yeah, we're gonna go learn a little bit about it so we can share that information with you.
Found out that this whole entire place is dog friendly, which is awesome. They said Carmen could even come in the museum.
Yes.
We decided not to take her in there because she is nosy. They would have dog noses all over all their displays.
But if you do have a dog, and they are friendly, they are welcome on the property and inside all of the buildings. And I believe she said you can go inside 5 of the buildings, and it's the museum, the gift shop, the lighthouse, keeper's quarters, and then you can actually go up on the lighthouse. They offer tours. We just missed the last one, so we don't get to go up, but yeah. I'm sure it would be a great view up there.
Yeah, and the last tour is at 5:30, in case you're wondering. Across the bay, I don't know if you can see land, but that is Canada over there, which is really neat.
Yeah.
You feel the cold air coming from them.
Yes, it's Canada's fault. No. Overall, this has been a fun little stop, and even the short amount of time we spent in the museum was really informative about all of the different shipwrecks that have happened here. And now we get why everyone who tells us to come here tells us to go look at the bell that was from the Fitzgerald, and that's because out of all the shipwrecks that happened here, it looks like to be the biggest. It also looks like to be one of the most recent. So I know there's been plenty of shipwrecks since, but the Fitzgerald went down in 1975. The communication of the captain, he radioed another ship that was nearby and just said, hey, you know, these waters are pretty rough. And the other captain was like, okay, well, are you good? And he's like, yeah, never mind, you know what, I think I'm good. And then next thing you know, that captain was trying to reach out again and couldn't contact his ship, couldn't see his lights. So he's the one who reported it like almost immediately that, hey, I can't get in touch with the Fitzgerald, I think it went down. And it indeed did. So I believe there were 29 crew members that went down with it. And it's just a big mystery because they don't know exactly why it went down. I'm assuming rough waters, bad weather. but you know, where we can add a little extra mystery, people will.
Yeah, and it was out here. It's 17 miles off the coast, I think it said.
Yeah. So they did raise the bell in kind of a memorial way. Some of the family members had requested it. So divers went down, raised the bell, and then they said, okay, there's no need to dive at this shipwreck anymore. Let the crew rest in peace. So the bell was raised solely for the family members to have closure, which I thought was very nice that they sent divers down to do that. So you can see all of that here and a couple other different items that they did pick up while they were down there. So we are now going out to our next stop, which is
Tahquamenon Falls.
Yes, the one we don't know how to say. We just got to Tahquamenon Falls.
Rhymes with phenomenon.
Yeah, they had a sign up front that said that. So I feel like that made the perfect connection, and now we can say it. Tahquamenon. Mama. That's how I'm gonna remember it. Anyway, so they have an upper falls and a lower falls. However, the upper falls is only a 1/4 mile walk, and that's all we're up for today. So.
Yeah, they said it's pretty much flat except for there's like 100 so odd steps. So
at the end,
yeah,
to get down to the falls viewing area. So yeah, we're gonna go down there, take a peek at the falls, and obviously show them to you.
Interesting. I love waterfalls, so
yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, Carmen was okay getting down. She seemed more weirded out that she could see through the stairs, but on the way back up she seemed like it was actually hurting her paws, which is why I lifted her up. So anyway, she enjoyed the falls as well. It's so funny because she actually looks at this stuff.
You see, you're just like watching the water go, and she's just like, very interested.
Yeah, processing what's happening. But I actually liked that more than I thought I would. Because of the red color, I didn't think it was going to be very pretty. But when you're here, yeah, it's different. I like it better than how pictures look.
Yeah, and so if you're wondering why it's red brown-ish, it's the tannins that are leached from the trees. So it's kind of like a tree tea.
Yes,
if you think about it that way. Yeah, so it's just... Is
it from trees that have like fallen in the river upstream? Or
no,
it's just the trees that are living?
Yeah, so like all of these trees here, like you saw that there's a lot of water. We'll show you guys like on the side, and it's kind of like a little swampy thing. So the water goes through there and then drains to the river, which, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So it steeps all of that tree.
Yes. So if you're in the area, definitely worth a visit. Don't know if it would have been worth like the 1.5-hour drive that we drove today.
Can I take a picture for you?
Oh no, that's okay.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone is so nice.
But yeah, so it's a beautiful area. There's lots of bugs here because woods and water and standing water. So
yeah, lots of bugs. Very uncomfortable. There's one crawling on the screen right now. On our way in, we saw there was a brewery here, so obviously we have to go check it out, see what the local brew up here is all about. I think it's actually good in the long run. We're not spending as much time in Michigan as we wanted to, because I feel like we'd be drinking way too much.
Yeah,
they are all about craft brews up here. I had no idea that Michigan had so many craft brews.
So many good craft brews.
Yes, that's the big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you ready for that mild walk back?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, we're at 47% battery left. Whoa. Which means we're definitely gonna make it through the night.
Yeah, and it's just one of the benefits of lithium that we love, because we would be destroying our lead acid batteries right now.
Oh yeah. Well, we kind of did the one that we had.
Yeah, but we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so now being at 47%, that means that, you know, in like a 12-hour period or 11-hour period, we, with nothing on except the inverters, lose 10%. So, but that's a good number to have, a good number to know in our heads.
Happy so far. I mean, we'll see if we can wake up tomorrow, make some coffee, and we can still bring in our slides and lift up our jacks. I think we'll call this a success.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to try it out more real world.
Yeah.
But
so we're gonna like maybe watch a show, just wind down a little bit, and then we'll give you an update on how the batteries did overnight. Now that we have a little cushion, I feel more comfortable. Last night I didn't feel comfortable like using the TV or anything, but
everything's gonna be dead tomorrow. The fridge is gonna be beeping tonight. We still have that trauma, that battery trauma.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, now I feel like, okay, with 50% battery or 47% battery, like we can watch a show and actually like use some lights, and I still think we'll be plenty good for tomorrow, pulling in the slides and making some coffee before we hit the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll check in with you in the morning. Good morning, guys. So we are down to 25% on our battery. Lost a couple more percentages after we made coffee, but that doesn't matter because we're leaving today. So we made it. I was actually kind of worried of completely running out this trip, but we could even do like stretch it to one more day if we wanted to, but we can't. We gotta go.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? We still have more battery amp hours than we did with our one lead acid battery left, but like it stresses us out, like, oh, 25%.
Yeah, totally. But anyway, we had our coffee out front today and it was gorgeous. There's not a cloud in the sky, so we just had our view of the bridge and just enjoyed our coffee and our last morning here. And
yeah,
are you laughing at me because I stood in front of you?
Can't turn around in front of me. Perfect.
So this campsite is definitely high on our list, like number one, I'd say, probably number one.
And it really solidified.
Even Carmen enjoys it. Sorry. Sorry.
It really like solidifies our want for solar, because that's the only thing that's making us leave right now, is the fact that we can't recharge our batteries with either our generator or there's no electrical here. So we would be perfectly fine with a full tank of water for the rest of the week being in this beautiful site if we had solar.
Yes, which is why we'll be installing solar and hopefully opening more doors like this for us. There are sites here that have electrical, don't get us wrong, but I feel like it's the best sites that always have that, like, oh, but we don't have this or we don't have that. So yeah, we'll be able to hopefully start staying in more state parks that don't have hookups, and we can get more views like this.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of state parks, I did want to mention this before I forget. The system to book campgrounds in all of Michigan, the state parks, is the best campground system I've ever seen. They try and take a picture of every single site, and they have it, it's just, I can't explain it. It's just organized so well. Like, you put in your dates, you put in what size you need, and like, get out of there. Hey, don't. What are you doing? Come here.
Well, it's a big, trying to pull the whole tree down so she can get a big stick.
Trying to pull a whole branch off the tree. She does that. You literally put in the amenities you need, the size of your rig, and the dates that you want to be there, and it will show you every single state park in the entire state, and you can then search by region, and then it has like little green dots at the parks that are available, so then you can know immediately, instead of having to go to each park and check each park's website, it'll just tell you, oh, for the dates you selected, like these 5 parks have it available, or it'll even show you partial available. So if you're flexible, you can still look at those parks, and then you click in on the green circle, and then it just breaks it down even further. And then when you're ready to start picking your sites, they have pictures. Not every single park has this yet, but I think they're trying to do it. And
it was like 90% though.
Yeah, you can just click on the picture and see exactly what your site is going to look like. So
we really liked it, especially because we were very last minute booking in Michigan, so there wasn't a lot of private campgrounds that were available. And so after calling and looking at like 5 different websites, and we found the state park system website, it made it so easy to book every single site. We're even going to a state park next.
Right, where we're going today is another state park, because they're just so easy to book. So I wish that every campground had a system like this, or every state had a system like this. It makes the booking process so fast and easy. All right, well, we'll probably spend a couple more minutes sitting out on our little bench viewing the bridge and just enjoying our last like hour here before we have to hit the road. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join our Getaway gang. We'll see you next time.
Bye guys.
Did you get stuck? What happened? All right guys.
All right guys.
All right guys.
All right guys.
You know what, you go.
All right guys.
All right guys.
Don't do that. It's not fair.
Lagging behind?
On the uphills. I just need a little bit more time.
Okay, sure.
I got more weight.
Yeah. We just went up another hill. Even on an e-bike.
I'm done going uphill. Yeah, also we wanted to give an update on the solar.
On the batteries. All right, so try not to start every sentence with all right or so, or all right so.
I got this then. All right, go.
Oh my goodness, there's a bug.